Hello and welcome back to Callie's in the Kitchen. I trust you all are doing well. It is a cloudy, rainy day in Seattle area, and so I decided to do some seashell technique. I am using molds and shape. I think it's called a kabuki, I'm not sure, mold. I am using Write and Draw inks from Octopus, Orange Monkey, Write and Draw ink, Octopus, Violet Bee, mica powder sepia that I bought from Laura's Art Corner, and I'm using Etta Art white pigment drops. So my first color in the seashell technique is that I see a little thing that I gotta wipe off. You separate your color, you pour your different colors, mix your different colors, and then you're gonna pour it from a corner. So I'm gonna start in this corner. Also, I am using for the first time my leveling board underneath here from Let's Resin. I have been discovering that my countertop here is uneven, and so there was a sale on Let's Resin site, so I thought I'd give a shot to the leveling board, see if it helps any. The other thing I'm doing is I did do this pour yesterday, but I poured it from the end of the longer side, and I wasn't too happy with the results. I'll show you in a minute, only because I felt like my petals stopped at a height of about here. So there was all this space here on the other side. So I thought, well, maybe I'll try it this way. So I'm going to take out every drop that I can of my Orange Monkey. My next color, which I've already mixed up, is the purple called the Violet Bee. And I thought what might be cool is when you turn it over, these outlines might add a little dimension or interest to the piece. We shall see. Then I am pouring again the second color, and this is the Violet Bee. I thought I'd save you guys some time and not watch me mix up my colors. So, hope that's dark enough. Then the third is the mica powder, which is the sepia, which I really love. I don't know if you can see the color. It's a really, really pretty color. So this technique was created by Petra and Sandra, and it's been so much fun trying this technique and trying to achieve different petals or better petals to my liking. There's no right or wrong for this technique as to the outcome. It's just, I think, personal preference. Those colors look pretty together. And I'm glad to see that it's spreading. And I am guesstimating on how much for each color that I mixed up. We shall see. I'm going to let that settle a bit before I put in the last, well, not second to the last, my white. think I can torch a little bit here. Alrighty, here comes my white. I hope the angle of which I'm pouring from isn't being blocked, but I find it easier to find that point coming from this direction versus from the front. Now I'm in a quandary right now because the technique is when you put your clear, when you pour in your clear, you do it slow and gently. I have found that when I do the daisy belly technique, which is from Micah from resincourses.com, I do a fast push, and it does create the petals that I like, that it kind of pushes out and pushes in. And I know people, you know, have great success when they just gently pour it, you know, for the inks to, the petals to form. However, because I'm finding that, and maybe it's because of my resin, because I don't think I have the right resin for this technique yet, have found it yet. So by the way, I didn't mention, sorry, I'm using the Nick Pro 1-to-1 ratio. I'm waiting for some Design Flow resin to come from DuPont, and I'm going to, you know, as soon as I get that, I'm obviously going to try this technique to see, because it's a thicker resin. But because I'm using this resin, maybe I am going to give it a shot today, because I've always wanted to try it where I do a fast one, and I'm thinking maybe the pressure of the push fast and then comes in. I don't know. Who knows? So let me just torch real quick here. Okay, now I see that this edge hasn't closed up yet, so all right, I'm gonna keep quiet because I'm gonna concentrate on how I'm gonna pour this. I know it's supposed to be slow, but I'm gonna try it differently. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, I'll let that close up. It's almost closing up. Come on, a little bit more. Ooh, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna go dump fast, and then I'm going to slow it down. And as I do this, I'm watching my edge of the lip of my mold on all sides to make sure I'm not overflowing anywhere. So I kind of did a compromise, you know, a fast but slow. I still see some space on my right side, so whereas the other sides are pretty full already. I'm going to maybe push it over here. No. Okay. Let's see if this levels out over here. Colors look pretty on, you know, over here. So it's all a matter of, you know, having the right resin, the right ratios, everything. So I'm just guesstimating. Now that it's sort of settled down a bit, I am going to pour a little bit because I see a little lip on either side. So I'm just going to continue with a little bit, and this time slow. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to go get my other piece that I did, which was the long way, for you to see. Looks like a pretty sunset, the colors. It's that sepia mica powder, so pretty. Let me go get my other piece while that does its little thingamajig. So the one I did yesterday was the long way, and that was the version. See how beautiful? I love those petals. Oh, let me turn off my bulb here. Sorry for the reflection. So I love those petals, but then for some reason they stopped. They didn't go any further down. So I know my friends can figure it out. I cannot, but I just love those petals that happened, but I wanted more here. So we shall see what happens with this. Ooh, it's so pretty. Very pretty, sunset-ish kind of color. Let me just do some more of this. And I might see how much it moves and then do a time lapse, maybe not. And then it depends on how much I get in anything here. I may not put any crushed glass or gravel. So we shall see you for the next step. Okie dokes. So it looks pretty on this side. Interesting. Again, my petals over here is what I was hoping for. Gotta be my ratio, gotta be my my resin. So Nick Pro, you kind of work, I think, for me. So I'm waiting for design flow. So let us see how this tray turned out. And oh, I like it. Too bad I picked the wrong center color, but oh, my petals did come in. So, too bad. Oh my God, because you know why? It was actually on this side, it was this magenta color. So I am going to get my handy dandy silver bowl and shape this into a tray. But I don't know how. Let me see if I can bring you in some more. I did get more petaling down in the center. So happy girl is Callie. Okay, thank you for watching.